Awkward laugh. Awkward laugh because, Welcome everyone, welcome. Justin and Bailey here. Hi, yes, actually, making a video again. What are you doing? Well, I don't know, just kind of feel like making a video. Of all things, starting off with, I don't make videos hardly ever anymore, simply because I hate editing. I do. I really, really fucking hate it. I used to love it. I remember when I made that first Super Metroid video. It's so exciting. It's like, first of all, it's cool for me where I was like, look, I'm not a techie. I'm not at all. It was really annoying. Did I ever see this at work where, as a correction officer, when anything involving computers would break, the sergeant would come to me and ask me to fix it. And I was like, what makes you think I know how to fix it? Seriously. And finally I said, dude, just because I looked completely different back then. Like, I basically looked like a Best Buy employee. So that's how they always expected me to be like, look, dude, you've totally worked at a computer lab before. You know how to fix this. It's like, no, guys, I don't. I don't know tech. So that said, man, it was a really exciting feeling one day going. I was like, oh my God, wait, I could make a YouTube video. Because it started out just where it was just going to be me talking to the camera like this and just posting audio chapters of my book, but it's just, man, I love Super Metroid and Earthbound so much, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I made a video? And oh my God, that'd be so great, but, so it was such a fascinating thing to learn, and it was just so cool getting all the components I needed, and figuring out how to just collect all the footage I need, and put it all together, and it was just so cool. I remember sitting up for like 2 days, 8 hours straight, just so happily editing and collecting. I remember my wife coming home and me just like laying dead because can be fun, but also a very like SAT test mentally strenuous. And it's like, but just over time, I think, look, I hate to bring it up. I'm very self-conscious about it. But, but it's like, hey, your body hurts all the time. Even when your body feels good, eventually editing can get a little tedious. And just over time, I totally think for a while all the editing was eventually making what was already sucked worse. And I got to a point where it's just really bad. But it's just year after year, I just, it became so much more of a drudgery. Like a really boring jigsaw puzzle I've put together over and over and over again. And then I tried to do more. I tried to do green screens, which is fun, and I'm glad I did green screens, and I'm glad I've been teaching myself to get more comfortable talking to the camera. I like talking to cameras now. I'm fine with that. I love writing. I love everything about the writing process. I love the editing part of writing. And I love talking, but just that, no. So since I really hate editing, especially when I on purpose made it more complicated, then I have to worry about the green screen and getting that right. And the lighting, ooh, golly, do I hate lighting. Like right now, I think this lighting works because since I have that gorgeous Munsters pinball machine over there, I have these really nice LED lights going on the perimeter. Maybe I'll show it sometime. But, so just, it's like, I finally said, like, I'm so exhausted, this is so frustrating. I technically don't need to do any of this. I don't. I'm good. I'm good to go. I'm set for life as long as I don't do anything incredibly stupid and as long as my wife does not get hit by a bus. Look, you've never seen an unemployed doctor. My wife is always going to have a job and she's always going to be happy for me just to be home and take care of everything. I'm good. So then it just was like, I was like, I'm really tired. I'm really just, because that video I have of, look it up, of me trying to record myself, like, yeah, look at this progress I've got, like with my hips and everything, this is great, while having that adorable little Sophie crawl all over me, that has shown everything that has been absolutely wonderful and slightly frustrating about the past 4 years or so. So I decided to change up my priorities and just what's most important to me. Well, the fucking book, for one, so I have been just working my tail off just on the next chapter. Yes, I've been working all this time on one chapter. Because there's never any guarantee that I will ever get anybody to read my fucking book So in the least, I can make it where when I look back at it and blow some dust off at it, at least I can have no regrets and say, yep, this is my A+ work right here. Best, best, best. So, where was I? So there's that. So I've been spending my time working on the book, working on Nihongo, but off and on. It's an impossible task. The pinball's not just fun. That's a good first of all, I guess that's my version of a fidget spinner, and just for some reason I find it very psychologically soothing and education and helpful to play. Plus, it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. So, working on the book, pinball, Nihongo, and also just trying to get just focus on the body because I'm pretty sick of this. I've been out of the corrections for 6 years. I was in for correction for 6 years. If you had told me 6 years ago, I would still be having trouble. I would just, my head would explode. Maybe. So, I've been working very diligently, doing everything I can to just get motion. And good news, this is great. I got myself, for the past 2 weeks, I've gone to the gym almost every single day, which was impossible a year ago. It was impossible for me to mow my fucking lawn a year ago without it hurting. I mow my lawn. Yay, I'm awesome. So am I like, what, doing like bench press and shit? No, looking like a goober, doing all these things on the treadmill. The treadmill's been very helpful. Maybe I'll talk about that one day. But it's just it seems like every time I go on that treadmill for an hour now, even though I'm not even breaking a sweat yet, it feels like every time on that treadmill advances me what it would take me just a month of stretching. So, yeah, I can't do anything unless my body is up to snuff. So, that's what I got. So, are you going to be making videos again? No, not really. I don't know. I mean, if it strikes me, like, something really strikes me just to make a vid, yeah. But it's just like, no, I really fucking hate editing. I fucking goddamn hate it now. I can't stand it. And it's like, maybe one day I'll run into somebody who actually likes to do editing, and then, yeah, that's great. But only if I actually physically run into and meet somebody and if we really click, which I don't think that's happening. So, I am definitely making a Super Metroid video for the end of the year because, man, that's been something that's been cooking in the back of my brain for a while. So, I might make just a bullshit video here and there, and anything, honestly, selfishly, for me, more than anything else, because I just think it's, love people to listen, would love to just, would love to just finally feel like I'm getting anything moving, if you know what I mean. Love to feel like I'm finally getting traction. But, I don't know, I've benefited, I have no idea what that sound was. I've benefited exponentially from all the work I put in this book for so long, even though, same old shit I always talk about. It's good for me, and if something's good for me, hopefully by you watching it, it's also good for you too. Just Stan Bailey.